Taken from VOA News, the Cambodian government has come under criticism by right groups over what is described as an attack on freedom of press, including arrests, repressive laws, and revocation of media licenses. 57 groups and communities signed a statement calling for an end to attacks on the right of free expression and journalists critical of the Cambodian government. Cambodia-based news organizations have faced a growing number of legal attacks since 2017, when the government dissolved the only opposition party, harassed local, non-governmental groups, and forced the closure of independent media organizations. Since then, reporters have been arrested for their coverage or accused of espionage and provocation.
And moving on to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, taken from Straits Times. Malaysia opposition said the federal budget of Muhyiddin Yassin administration lacked a clear direction for economic recovery after the coronavirus pandemic, as several bipartisan demands made by the opposition remain unfulfilled in the budget. The criticism raised the question of whether the opposition will back the so-called unity budget as the Malaysia King repeatedly has called for. Opposition leader Anwar Ibrahim said the government's revenue projection was worrying and its lack of direction for an economic recovery plan is the biggest weakness of the $105 billion budget, which was presented by Finance Minister Tengku Zahrul Aziz.
Now we are heading to Hanoi. Vietnam's coronavirus task force said on Friday it will stick to its strategy of containing COVID-19 rather than rushing to secure a supply of potentially risky and expensive vaccines. Through months of aggressive mass testing, military-run centralized quarantine, and early border closures, Vietnam has kept its coronavirus count to just about 1,210 cases, with over 2 months of no community transmission. Just 35 people have died from COVID-19 in Vietnam, according to official data, and the country has been widely praised for its decisive response to quelling outbreaks.